Hello, hello, hello. This is MrDeathtanker, and we're here at Sand River. I'm in my T34, and so is Wildchild over there. And this is the premium Tier 8 American heavy tank, but it's basically a T29, but instead of the 105mm, it has the big old 120mm. But what this translates to is it has pretty bad gun handling, really. But, you know, if as long as you get into a position, get yourself hold down, and take the time to aim with this atrocious gun handling, you can really do some damage, because the alpha is extremely high. It's around, what is that, around 400, and, you know, it can go way above that. Anyway, I'm just looking at the matchup right now, and as you can see, they have a very dangerous GW Tiger P, and they have a Claws platooned up with them. And it doesn't look so bad. It's pretty even, you know, 48% to win chance to win. And yeah, as we are T34s, we're going to go up to C7-ish, get hold down and shoot enemy heavies, and laugh at them as they bounce off our armor. Or at least that's the plan. A GW Tiger P with that much skill, you're really taking a chance being basically anywhere, really. Because you have to expose yourself to shoot the enemy heavies at this location, really. And getting hit by a Tiger P, that is not fun. It is just such a big shell, so much potential, even with HE, it's just not fun. But you really can't do anything else for it, because to make this tank work, you have to get it hull down, or else you're just not going to be able to be very effective, because they won't shoot your troll turret. They're going to shoot your hole right here, and that's just going to go through no matter what. Anyway, spot this Easy 8. He's in a very stupid position. Missed my first shot, and as you can see, the reload on this thing is very long. But I get up here for this shot, and I aim, reload, hit him. Big old damage, but I take a return shot from the I6 because it stayed up there too long, and a T43 got cheeky and maybe inside. You didn't see it, but Wildchild got hit previously by artillery or the M44 or something like that, and got tracked into some damage. And as you can see, the arty is really focusing this spot. And the really bad part is all of my friendlies right here are not really taking that to effect, and they're really out in the open for Artie to hit. Anyway, I see some enemy heavies over there, a Tiger and a KV3, and I just really want to start putting my gun into use, because as things are going, my friendlies aren't lasting all that well, and they're just getting sniped to death. Anyway, I put zoom in and aim at the Tiger, fire, goes right through. 200, what is it, around 250mm of penetration? Yeah, it'll go through the front of a Tiger's turret, no problem. Very little issues. KV3 could be a worse issue because of that rounded turret, but I'm not too worried about this at this rate. I'm just trying to keep myself alive, trying to see what develops, trying to get my team to be a little bit more proactive here. Wild is on the other side of the dune. He's down to, very minimal amount of health, and I'm not really exactly sure what his plan was to be on the other side, but it's really clearly not worked out like he planned. But he's trying to attempt to flank here, and I'm just looking around, keeping my situational awareness, looking at the minimap. Whenever you're not shooting, you should be looking around all the time on your minimap, zooming out, looking around, just looking for information you may have missed while you're, you know, looking down the sniper scope or anything else. You just need to keep aware around you at all times. Already takes a shot, misses. I'm feeling a little bit lonely here. We still got plenty of friendly tanks that are alive, but then I look down at the minimap, and it's base is not looking good. Base is looking very bad. There's 3 arty, a Hellcat, and a Panther protecting it, and yet there's all those enemy heavies and TDs moving on it. And this is just about the time that I realized the problem, and I realized, well, Wild has just died, and while I would really like to continue fighting these heavies over here, I really can't afford that anymore. Because while there's plenty of tanks up here to take on what's left of the heavies, it's just, not worth it. I can't stay around here any longer. I haven't realized this yet because I was focusing too much on the KV-3. That's one of my biggest mistakes in this matchup. I was not paying enough attention to the base. I figured just because it was 5-6, we had plenty of tanks there to protect it. Well, we did have plenty of tanks, but the problem was they were already a Hellcat and a Panther. That's not going to stop like a KV-5, a Wildchild 88, and you know, all the other big scary tanks are heading that way. So I turn around, start working this ridge line. Very good hold down spot. Just show my frontal turret armor. I'm trying to fish for a spot here on the KV-5, but honestly, if that wasn't any other tank, I'd maybe take the shot, but this is a T34. Never take risky shots unless you know for a fact you can reload in time for the next opportunity and there will be no other shots to be had. Anyway, no more shots could be had on that ridge. There was nobody close enough to spot for any really good shots, so I'm just going to move down to my favorite spot to protect the base, or even assault it really, on this side of the map when I'm in a American tank. As you know, most American tanks have got the tremendous frontal turret armor like you see here, and to really make that work is you got to hide everything else but that, and you'll be as close as to invincible as you can in this game. Anyway, we've just lost a lot of tanks. We've pretty much lost all already, and I've really undermanned here. I've only got a Panther 2, and he's doing as much as he can, but he just can't hold off all these tanks. And I start putting this gun to work. And you know, here's the T29, and I'm just working this alpha and this gun, trying to stop this cap. Already hits me big time. That was a tremendously big hit on me, and I'm down to 112 health. And even though I just killed the T29, I'm in a very precarious spot because there's all these tanks and they have so much health left. If they rushed me, I'm dead. But the good thing is, as you can see from up here, that these are not the most skilled of tankers. And you know, it's kind of harsh to say that, but at the end of the day, if they had just rushed me, they would have won. And as you can see on the map, our T34 friend, he's just kind of over there on the ridge. Our Panther is nowhere near the action. He's honestly going to stay up there till the fight is basically done. Our Tiger has just moved past their cap. He had nothing attacking him. There was nothing there. He could have capped while I reset and we would have won this no problem. But once again, the Tiger is not a skilled player. And that's basically the decisions that cost him games. He could have won this game in a much more assured pattern if he had just stayed on cap. And it's at this point that I realized, you know, the Tiger not capping, and the Panther hiding up in the north, and the T-44, I mean, he's trying to do something, I can't really tell. I am just getting increasingly frustrated because I'm out here taking shots from Artie, fighting all of these tanks frontal, and I am on 112 health, and I'm getting fed up. I'm getting angry. A lot of salt is entering my system. It's really frustrating to be in this spot and realize your team is either too incompetent to realize they need to cap, or is just hiding and not doing anything. And, you know, this is really the fight starts to turn around because they didn't try to come kill me. And now, all of a sudden, all they have left is an Artie and a Yag 88 who, from what it looks like, doesn't even have 1,000 games. So it's kind of an easy thing right here. I mean, he could kill me, but honestly, I'm not too worried. Artie is basically my concern here. T34 is extremely angry, as you can see in chat, and I agree with him completely. This was utterly ridiculous. It's taking a shot here at the machine gun port. I don't know why I was aiming at that. That's not a weak spot anymore on the Wildchild or the Wildchild 88, I'm very sure. But, you know, old habits die hard. Okay, and as you can see, the Panther finally grew a pair of balls, and it's finally moving in once he realized, oh, I can get some trash damage now on the Wildchild 88 in his ass. Screw you. Seriously, whoever's in that Panther over there, screw you. You had so many opportunities to help me here, and you just hid. You hid, and you did nothing.
Ooh, I love how this one blows up.
And, you know, it's pretty much decided now that I've done the heavy work. And Artie's getting cornered by the tiger and the suddenly very brave panther. And it's just... I actually thought about shooting the panther. I was so angry at them. I could not believe the sheer incompetence that they displayed. But it's pretty much over now. Artie's cornered. There's no way out of this. I've won. I've done over 4,000 damage, and I'm really glad with my performance. And as you can see, I'm very full of salt. Fuck you too, both useless. I'm sorry. In hindsight, that wasn't very fair of me to say. But you just have to understand at that point, I was extremely frustrated at both of them. The tiger one not capping, even though when I was extremely under pressure and under fire over so many tanks. And yet I was in a position to reset. He did not realize, or he just didn't think that, you know, capping. And that should be a standard skill for any World of Tanks player. And then there was the panther. He was just up in the north and he was like, herp 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 derp, oh, I'm just gonna hide. I can't really seem to do anything. No. No, 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 no. Even if that panther had been fully stock, he would have had a 75mm gun. That's good enough for a YAG-88. That's good enough for a KV-5. Would it have been hard? Hell yeah, it would have been hard. But he could have done something to help me. And he didn't. He just sat up in the north until he realized, oh, it looks like we've won. Let me go farm my trash damage and boost my stats a little bit. And that's extremely frustrating to see players like that. But what can you do? In the end, I did very well. I grabbed 4,000 damage and 4K kills. And let's look at those in-game plates. Alright, here we go. We got the end plates recorded more faithfully with World of Tanks replays. Anyway, you know, basically Mastery, Spartan, High Caliber, Defender, obviously Defender. And as you can see, we a lot of our kills were basically one-shots, and or not really. Actually, there's an error with the how this is uploaded where it doesn't actually show you the amount of shots you put into them. But as you can see, we did around 4,000 damage, over 4,000 damage, killed four tanks, got a number of medals. And, thanks to it being a premium tank with premium also, we got a lot of credits and a lot of XP, which is really nice. And as you can see here, Wild kind of died way too early to really get more XP and credits. But as you can see, he did his weight. He just got really screwed up with that first artillery shot and got caught in the open. And, there's a lot of standouts here. Tiger, he, did some work, but it's still, at the end of the day, he should have just capped. Don't. When you're getting capped by the enemy team, and you see that there's tanks on your team that can decap them, don't just keep rolling on. That's stupid. Don't do that. And, Panther 2, the guy that died early in cap, trying to hold off the enemies when I first just got there, he did work. But he can only do so much, and he did a good job. And as you can see here, we did 15 shots, 13 hit, which is really good considering the atrocious handling of the 120mm, and 12 pins, which is pretty good stats for a gun that's like this. It can basically miss. It handles like a Soviet gun at times, which is really unfortunate. But what can you do? It's basically, you get the troll turret and you get the troll gun, but sometimes you gotta pay the troll toll, which it trolls you as much as it does the enemy. And where is that very special... Yeah, here he is. Okay, Panther. 18 shots, 12 hits, and 9 penetrations. I do not know. He, from the damage he's got here, it seems like he was competent. And yet, he hid up in the north, even if he's got low health. Never do that. Never, ever, ever do that. When the game is that close and down on the wire, don't abandon your teammates. That's stupid. Don't do that. Anyway, just the final play here, just to show you a little bit more damage block by armor, 1800, thanks to that troll turret. And, just a very good game, and it's just... you know, a good way to show you how you can play American heavies on Sand River. And as long as you use that first spot I showed you at, you know, where you can go hold down and mostly keep yourself already safe, and if you need to go back to cap, that other little entrance way where you can still keep yourself down and shoot the enemy, you can have great success with American heavies. Well, as long as your team does not abandon you or other some such circumstances. Anyway, that'll be it for today, guys. Alright, see ya.